And our third main topic today gets sent to us by Shahan. And Shahan writes, "Hey, John and crew. Netflix is launching a test in certain countries that would make subscribers pay an extra fee if they have to share their password with someone outside of their household. With Netflix, we often take the highest plan and share it among a group of us and split the cost. What do you make of this move? Is it justified, or would it further deter new and existing subscribers away? Lots of love from India." All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, Shahan. And this is a day that has been coming for a long time, and we've been talking about for a while, because for the last couple of years, there's been a lot of whispering amongst the streaming services, particularly Netflix and a couple of others, of we are going to start to crack down on something we have turned a blind eye to for a while, which is the practice of sharing passwords, right? For a long time, even though the terms of service says you can't share your passwords around to people outside your household, they have generally ignored it, as have other streaming services. But about a year or two ago, Netflix says we are going to start investigating and looking into cracking down on that. And they have been starting to introduce some ways that they can do it. Now, as the person writing in has pointed out, they're introducing in 3 countries that they will charge you, if you are the account holder, if you start letting other people use your thing. And they're giving you an option to opt a friend who lives somewhere else in. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety. They write the following. And this is being spoken by one of the Netflix reps. "We've always made it easy for people who live together to share their Netflix account with features like separate profiles and multiple streams in our standard and premium plans," Long wrote in a blog post about the test. "While these have been hugely popular, they have also created some confusion about when and how Netflix can be shared. As a result, accounts are being shared between households, impacting our ability to invest in great new TV and films for our members. With the add an extra member feature, members with Netflix standard and premium plans will be able to add subsidiary accounts for up to 2 people that they don't live with, each with their own profile, personalized recommendations, login, and password for less than the cost of a separate Netflix plan." Okay, so basically the gist is this. You try to share your Netflix password with somebody who doesn't live in your house, they're going to catch you now. And they're going to offer you the opportunity.
The Netflix police are here, John.
Yeah, like let's say Ray, who Ray doesn't take my passwords. He just comes over and watches my TV.
Yeah.
But let's say I wanted to share my Netflix password with Ray, and he's at home. He tries to log in. He's going to get like an error message, and I'm going to get a notification that says so-and-so and so-and-so. But hey, if you'd like to add Ray to your plan, you can. Now,
you can, John. You really can. You can with all your accounts.
With all my accounts. Going over to Ray or...
Let's test it out.
Yeah, John, it's just responsible that we test this for the viewers. We got to test this out ourselves. Then here's the idea. The idea is, at least in the 3 countries they're doing it in, and one of them is Chile, it's going to be $3. $3 American, which is significantly cheaper than making them get their own Netflix plan. And it's going to be $3 extra. And they say you could do this with up to 2 people. They don't want you to abuse it. Because right now, the reality is one person could subscribe to Netflix, and then I could get on Twitter, say, "Hey, everybody, Netflix for everybody. Here's my password." Boom. And the world has Netflix, right? And Netflix goes broke. That's hyperbole, obviously, but you get the gist. So they're looking for ways to do this. Now, look, I have already heard the angry backlash from people saying, "No, this isn't fair." And look, I'm sorry, I'll be the one to say the unpopular thing. Yes, it fucking is. Yes, it is fair. The terms and agreements of Netflix have always been clear. You are getting a Netflix membership for you and your household. And we have never supposed to have been sharing passwords. That's like, it's just something we've never supposed to have been able to do. Netflix isn't introducing any new rules here. Netflix is simply saying, hey, the rules we've always had in place, we're actually going to start enforcing those rules. And forgive us. If you want to use our service, you got to pay for the service. Oh no. I mean, like, this isn't some foreign idea. Netflix spends billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars every year, most years at a loss. Let's not forget that. Most years in their existence have been operating at a loss. They spend billions of dollars of creating a service and providing content, and say you can have this content at an extremely good value of like $15 a month. When you consider how much people watch Netflix, $15 a month, are you kidding me? That's a good value proposition. And now they're saying, yeah, you can't just share it around with people. You can't just give away our service to other people for free. That's all Netflix is saying here. You can't just give our service away that we have spent a decade and more spending untold billions of dollars making. You can't just give our stuff away for free.
Nope.
But we will make it easier. And instead of making Ray pay $15 a month for Netflix, he can become one of my extension accounts. And I just pay an extra $3 a month. That's a pretty fair deal. And I know, I get it. All of us, including me, our first reaction is, screw the man, whoever the man is in that particular situation. In this situation, it's Netflix. But the reality is this is actually, number one, fair. And number two, they're offering a pretty good deal. So now if Rob and Ray both didn't have Netflix, but they want to, instead of having to spend $30 between them to each have Netflix, now it's just $6 extra. And I'm sorry, I know the popular thing is, I know what other YouTubers will do. Other YouTubers are going to say the popular thing. Oh yeah, oh, screw Netflix for doing that. But I'm sorry. The reality is this is fair, and it's a pretty good deal that they're offering. And I know a lot of people won't feel that way because everybody wants everything for free. So do I. I want everything for free. I totally do. But I think this is not irrational of Netflix. And quite frankly, I think it's amazing they've waited this long to start to crack down on this stuff. And I expect we'll see other streaming services start to follow suit. Anyway, Rob, we've been talking about this for a couple of years now. Netflix has been warning, we're gonna come up with ways and implement ways that will stop you giving our stuff away for free. It looks like they're now actually testing a way to do it, but to give us an opportunity to let other friends use it for a much cheaper price. I don't know. Overall, how do you see this?
I feel exactly the way you do, John. I mean, it's, first of all, let's call a spade a spade. It's straight up stealing. We have institutionalized theft when it comes to sharing our passwords with our friends and family or whatever. Say what you want, but Netflix is spending billions of dollars. They have one product, which is their content. They expect their one product is bought by the consumers who pay a subscription price every month. That's how they make their money, period. And if somebody isn't paying their subscription price and watching their content, they're losing money. They're having their products stolen as sure as if you went to the supermarket and or the drugstore like a Walgreens in San Francisco, because it's decriminalized, you can't get away with it, but you shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be able to steal. And I think that what they're offering is like, look, if you come from a family of like 4 kids and your parents want to make sure you have a Netflix subscription and you're all going off to college or whatever, your parents can pay $3 a month more for each one of you. That's more than fair. Netflix, why should they give somebody a discount at all is beyond me. I wouldn't. I understand why they're doing it, but I wouldn't. I'd be like, look, man, that's how much our subscription price costs. When you go to a movie, man, John, you don't go, hey, if I pay an extra $3, can I bring a friend of mine in? No, everybody has to buy a ticket. And think about it. Movie tickets are like $15 to see one movie. Netflix has tens of thousands of hours of programming for that same $15. Everybody should have to pay for their service. But the fact that they're allowing you to get other friends and family onto the program or onto their subscription service for $3, that's a bargain. I can't even get a double Jameson Rocks for less than 4 times that.
By the way, so here is a little bit of a chart breakdown. So the 3 countries they're going to try spinning this out in is Peru, Costa Rica, and Chile. And roughly it breaks down to about $3 a month. Now, that's not saying that will be the price here in the US. It might be. I assume it probably would be about $3.
Why those countries?
That's a very good question. I don't know. But they just had to pick 3 random countries, smaller countries. And
Are they the biggest Netflix users per capita?
I mean, I don't know.
Costa Rica.
It's just a test, though. It is just a test. And by the way, there's a possibility they don't roll this out. But look, I'm reading some people in the live chat are saying, like, well, then they should lower the price of Netflix. They're not taking away anything from you. They're simply saying you can't give our stuff away for free, which is something you've never supposed to have been allowed to do anyway.
Right. We have. We're
Yes.
the thieves.
Yes.
We're the thieves. And what Netflix is saying is that we acknowledge that you're thieves, you're stealing from us, and we're going to make it, we're going to allow you to use our service and steal less.
Yeah.
Basically that's what they're saying is that we're giving you a bargain because you thieves are stealing from us. It's pretty amazing. They're rewarding criminal behavior, really.
Well,
They're monetizing our criminal behavior.
I think it's a nice extension, though, because
It is.
because it allows them for a couple things. By the way, by allowing the extension people, like if I did get this and signed up Ray as one of the extended people, right? The fact that he gets his own profile, his own recommendations list, and all that kind of stuff. One of the other things it says was that if they then decide to get their own full Netflix account, that all transfers over. So if Ray has built up this library and all this stuff that he likes watching and these lists that he has, then that will all just transfer over. So on the one hand, it's also a good marketing move because if Ray does decide to get his own thing, it's taken away one of the obstacles of restarting over again because you can just transfer it over. And it gives the account holder the ability to share it with a couple more people at a much, much, much lower cost.
I mean, I'd say Netflix is being pretty magnanimous about this whole thing. Good for them.
I agree, but like, you know what it is. You know how it is, though, Rob. A lot of people who just believe I deserve to get everything for free are going to be very upset about this. And remember, I want us to be very
They've
clear
never
about.
made or tried to sell a movie.
Yeah, they've never made or tried to sell a movie. Ask John Schnepp about that. But you got to remember here, all Netflix is saying is, we don't want you to give our stuff away for free to other people that didn't sign up for our service. At the end of the day, if you're going to argue against what Netflix is doing here, you have to make the argument that, no, we should be able to give Netflix's stuff away for free to people who didn't pay for it. And there is no argument for that.
No.
There's just none. So I want everything for free too, but considering I don't give my password out to anybody, it's not going to increase my prices, so I'm perfectly good with it. I don't know. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this move by Netflix? Do you think it's a greedy move? Do you think this is just them trying to get more money from people? Do you think more rationally, it's like, hey, they're just telling people you can't have our service for free. Our service is to be paid for. I don't know. How do you guys see it? Whatever you guys are feeling, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a minute and thank the sponsors of this video, Liquid IV. Now listen, just one stick of Liquid IV added to 16 ounces of water will hydrate you faster and more efficiently than just water alone. It contains 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and of course vitamin C with 3 times the electrolytes as traditional sports drinks. And what makes Liquid IV so effective is the science of cellular transport technology, or CTT. You see, it's designed to enhance rapid absorption of water and other key ingredients into your bloodstream faster and more efficiently. You know, Ann and I get up pretty early in the morning to go to the gym because we can't go to the gym at any other time during the day. And for the last couple of weeks, I have been drinking 1 full glass of water with Liquid IV. And all I can tell you is you can feel the difference during the workout. So go and grab Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code CAMPEA at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use the promo code CAMPEA, that's CAMPEA, at liquidiv.com. Experience better hydration today when you go to liquidiv.com, and remember, use the promo code at checkout, CAMPEA.